Hi, my name is Lindsey Bird, and I'm an assistant professor in the College of Nursing. My primary role is actually as a nurse practitioner in the cardiovascular intensive care unit at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. With that as my primary role, that's where most of my teaching is. It's clinical, in-person, and relies heavily on the interplay between the educator and the learner in real time. So as educators, most of us are tasked with developing content in this manner, prepared asynchronously, remotely to be delivered to a group of students asynchronously and remotely. And for me, that initially primarily took the form of voiceover PowerPoints. So when I started developing this content, I pretty quickly noticed a problem. I felt like I was investing a lot of time, my students were investing a lot of time, but it didn't particularly feel worthwhile in the end. It didn't feel natural to me, and I felt like at best, maybe I could accomplish the objective of sharing the content that needed to be shared that day, hopefully sharing the knowledge that goes with it, but I wasn't confident that I was accomplishing the higher goals of student engagement, demonstrating the relatability and applicability of the content, and getting their personal buy-in. So to counter this problem, I flipped the script mentally. Instead of looking at a perceived box of constraints that I had to fit my objectives into, I focused more on what is the story that I want to tell and how can I pick and choose pieces of the available technology to adequately tell that story. So one of the first changes I made was to adopt the use of the Microsoft PowerPoint Cameo feature. The Cameo allows you to insert a live camera feed directly into your slides that then plays in real time as the students view the presentation. I found that in doing that and giving the lecture like I actually had a group of students in front of me, my body language, my intonation, my energy all kind of lifted up, and it felt much more organic to me and felt like I was accomplishing more of my objectives of the way that I like to teach. Another hallmark of my teaching style is to pretty quickly present a concept and then connect it to its real-world implication. I find that in doing so, it helps with value assignment and student buy-in. So I found that with these experiences, even though I couldn't directly replicate the in-person education experience, I could achieve the same outcomes with a slightly different process. So my call to action would be to not underestimate the impact of really small tweaks and changes. Not only is the content now more enjoyable for me to prepare and deliver, it's also more professionally satisfying to see those results. Thank you for listening.